decree of money, provision, and abundance. What if I told you there's a spiritual principle so profound that when activated with the right attitude, it sets provision in motion and scarcity begins to lose its power, even today? Not because you impose something on God, but because you align yourself with the truth that many people ignore. There is a clear difference between asking out of fear and to decree with conscious faith. Thousands of people live trapped in a silent cycle of lack. They work, they strive, they worry, they do the math, they try again, and yet when they look at their own lives, everything seems to arrive late, rushed, incomplete. With time, the heart gets used to it, the mind begins to normalize, and the soul begins to think maybe that's how it is. But this acceptance is an invisible prison. It's not just financial, it affects the emotional, mental, and spiritual levels. Today, I invite you to take a different path. A path of balanced spiritual authority. A path where you stop seeing yourself as someone who begs for crumbs and begin to position yourself with dignity before life, before God, and before your own destiny. It is at this point that the 𝙃𝙤𝙙𝙙𝙚 69 it enters, not as a text repeated out of habit, but as a provisional decree, an alignment between mind, voice, and faith. Before moving forward, make a simple, conscious gesture. Write in the comments now, "I take possession of the money that belongs to me today." This action is not automatic. It represents an internal decision. When you write, your mind agrees. When your mind is in agreement, your energy reorganizes itself. And when your energy organizes itself, paths begin to open up, even before you understand how. If you want to keep receiving messages like this, subscribe to the channel now. This is not just engagement. It's a clear choice. Stop feeding the scarcity mindset daily and start feeding faith, clarity, and spiritual discipline. Breathe calmly. There is a crucial point that changes everything. Scarcity is strengthened by repetition. She repeats thoughts like, "It won't work, it's difficult, there's no point in trying, it's going to be missing again." And every time you agree with these statements, even without realizing it, you are signing a mental contract with lack. Today, that contract begins to be broken. This doesn't mean that challenges disappear. It means that your position within the challenge changes. You move out of fear and into clarity. Leave despair behind and embrace faith with direction. Step out of the victim role and assume the role of spiritual heir with responsibility and maturity. Perhaps you've wondered why some people seem to attract opportunities more easily. Most of the time, it's not luck. It's about posture. It's a matter of mindset. It is inner constancy. Those who live in fear shut themselves off, sabotage themselves, and give up too soon. Those who live in conscious faith observe better, choose better, reposition themselves, and create new paths. Today you will not only hear a prayer, today you will activate a decree. To decree is not to shout, it's not arrogance. It's about embracing a truth that you choose to uphold, even if reality is still under construction. It's like turning on a light in the dark. First the light appears, then the path is revealed. Every profound transformation needs a seal of approval. Not to buy a blessing, but toto, make a decision. That's why. Like this video as a sign of agreement. Write your name in the comments if you would like me to pray for you in future messages. Share this video with someone who is at their breaking point, because those who believe in provision know that there is always enough to overflow. From now on, you elevate the 𝙃𝙤𝙙𝙙𝙚 69 with a different attitude. You no longer speak as if you're apologizing for existing. You speak as if you recognize, I need it, I trust it, I receive guidance, and I take responsibility for the provision that arrives. Because provision isn't just unexpected money. Provision is a door that opens, a quick answer, an idea that unlocks something, a sure contact, a sale, a returning customer, a settled agreement, an opportunity that was previously invisible. Many miss out on provision because they only ask, but do not observe. They cry out, but they don't move. They complain, but they don't change course. Today, the decree aligns faith, vision, and action. Now, turn your attention inward. Silently choose an area where you need God to clear your mind. A bill, a job, a proposal, a solution, a path. Don't write yet. Just acknowledge it. And then raise the decree. God of provision, mercy, and guidance, I come before you. I recognize my needs, but I refuse to be governed by scarcity. I refuse to live dominated by fear and shame. I lift up Psalm 69 and declare, hasten to my aid. May all forces of delay, blockage, financial confusion, and closed doors be broken now. I decree that provision moves in my direction. I decree that opportunities arise. I decree that paths will open. I decree that answers will come. I decree that solutions will become clear. I decree wisdom to govern. I decree discipline to organize. I decree courage to act intelligently. My mind will no longer be a battlefield dominated by thoughts of lack. I'm tearing away old beliefs that were limiting me. I reject the idea that I was born to live in cramped conditions. I'm abandoning the habit of always expecting the worst. I declare that I am guided by God. I am sustained by God. I am guided by God. I am able to receive and maintain the provision responsibly. God send clean, just, and blessed provision. Whether it's work, business, opportunity, restitution, a raise, a legitimate favor, or an unexpected solution, I receive it with gratitude. With money comes peace. With provision comes balance. With progress comes maturity. The debt cycle is losing momentum. The financial humiliation is over. My house is becoming stable. My decisions become firm. I'm switching out of survival mode. I enter build mode. I'm overcoming fear. I enter into faith with guidance. I leave scarcity behind. I enter into the provision. May Psalm 69 be a light on your path. May it bring answers, swiftness, provision, and financial deliverance. May the wrong doors close and the right ones open. Now say it aloud, calmly and firmly. I claim the provision today. Repeat, I claim the provision today. When the mind changes, the energy changes. When the energy shifts, attitudes shift. And when attitudes change, the path transforms. To seal the deal, write in the comments, I activate provision with Psalm 69 today. Repeat this decree for 3 consecutive days. Not as superstition, but as consistency. Consistency creates reality. And remember this truth, provision is not established in those who seek only immediate relief. It takes hold of whoever decides to build a new standard of living. Today is the beginning, and soon what seemed impossible begins to turn into reality. What seemed stuck is beginning to give way, and scarcity ceases to be a sentence and becomes a thing of the past. If this message resonated with you, subscribe and share it. And when the provision arrives, even if in stages, come back and bear witness. Because what God begins, God sustains. Remain firm in this position. What was decreed has already begun to move. Psalm 69 was recited in faith, and God does not ignore those who cry out in truth. Maintain this stance in the coming days. Don't go back to your old fears. Don't feed the scarcity. Prosperity will find its way to you.